Alright, currently I live in St. Thomas. Everybody know me as Westy. And literally I never hear from the people them, so I drive come down here. And when I come down here, honestly, it don't look good. The people them need help. You see the message that I send it directly to Mark Golin, Dayton Campbell, Andrew Holness. The people them want water down here, people them literally are dead for thirst, dead for hungry, everything. People them want chapel in, they don't have nothing now to sleep. The kids them literally, you can't see kids them, they don't know where, like them literally got dead. We need one copter to come down here, come drop some food for the people them. The people them have nothing to drink, nothing to eat. That don't look good. And the amount of people when I see a carrot care package and I tell you, oh, Dayton can reach out to beats and swing left all people them yet. The people them have nothing to eat, like if maybe some of them are dead tomorrow. Thirsty, them are dead for thirst. And remember, they never prepare for this time because some of them never have nothing to prepare for this time. And the things them when them buy for this time run out. Imagine, you don't know if you sleep. You don't know if you sleep. And you still don't have nothing to eat. People, I beg on them, please, people, I beg on them, please. Like literally, I don't want to go up on my knee, but I beg on them, people, please, I beg on them. Dayton Campbell, where you want to name me, I call you out, boss. Being something left all the people, they need help up here, more. You look, see it there? People, them blow them, people don't know if we live, brother. If I have some chapel and the people need it. The little kids don't know water, thirst, I kill them, brother. Brother, when you come to my father, man, you have fly copter over people every minute, and imagine you have fly copter over people, man, you have no food to eat. All of you do them things, my father, see the whole place. I must see about 20 somebody catch another place at night time. The concrete, the one concrete that's up right now. See the whole place mash up people. See that place and if you don't have people, stand up at night time. Everybody stand up. Nobody can lie down. And someone lie down on a good bed and anything, the bed, and come. You can't do something there. And I just me left and St. Thomas and come down here. And if me can't reach down here, soldier can't reach down here too. Me come down here and I see two copter fly over down here and I see nobody. I have a signal, bro. Come on, man. I people them, brother. I see them people them vote you in. And I want to still play politics. You have so much people mash up. See the little kids them here? Not even water they don't have to drink, my father. Me I tell them, I beg on you please. See people them, see sponge them on the bed and everything ever out the door, wet up. Imagine you don't have no water to drink, you don't have no food to eat, and you still have to sleep out the door. You don't give people some food, man. Bring some chapel in, come for people them. See them as far as they can see. Every house blow down. All the house stand up down here is concrete house and they can't count the two concrete. See the one over there so, and one up there so. No more not there. People don't want to help me father, man. You know, come, man.
The people of Jamaica are crying out for help. Them still are crying out for help. We are still crying out for help. Because things only reach some people. But the blame that Dr. Dayton Campbell are getting, it is unfair. Because from the hurricane blow, Dr. Dayton Campbell have been on the ground from that very same day after the hurricane blow. After the hurricane blow, Dr. Dayton Campbell have been on the ground crying out for help. Even Mark Golin reached down by Westmoreland before the Prime Minister of this country. Now, a lot of people have been attacking Dr. Dayton Campbell, saying that, oh, him not turn up for the people and him not do not for the people. Dayton Campbell have parked up trucks, cars, vans with items to give to the people of Westmoreland, so I can't give him no bad name. I am not hearing anyone calling on Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of this country, that are receiving all of the benefits, all of the relief funds, every single thing that is coming inside of this country, it is going to the government of this country, and the government of this country are not doing as much so that the MPs can give the people of their constituency any help. So who should we be calling on? Is it Dr. Dayton Campbell that is on the ground checking out for the people, trying to do his best, crying in Parliament for the people of Westmoreland? Or should we be calling on Andrew Holness to release the disaster funds to the MP so they can at least help their people. Jamaica are so unfair. In times like these, me wish me did see me MP come check pan we. Me still yet to see any MP come check pan we. And you know the reason why I don't say anything about that MP, it is because the MP is a Labour right. I mean, no want nobody go say. Because she a Labour right, me a call her out. So me just left it alone. But people, this is not something where you should be pointing out someone that is doing the job of the people. Dr. Dayton Campbell is doing what he can do. The man crying in a parliament. Even Juliet Holness have to face yourself with the man, and the man have to put Juliet Holness in her place. But people, we have a lot coming up inside this update because some of them false alarm. I am here to shut them down. Blessed morning to my viewers and my subscribers them. Me hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none. So remember, watch the video until the end. Also, like up the video, share up the video, and subscribe to the channel. Alright? Make we run the intro and come back. We're so forward.
The mark here, sir, about when you move the bodies.
Body move last week. When you see the water come up, we have to exhume the place and allow it that the water come inside of the building. You know. And a normal thing, you know. And a normal thing. Everything gone. Everything. Like, and we talk about watching. You know. We underneath the gate and watch the hurricane. You know. Stand up and watch it. And when the material drop and things are fly, we turn up from me on my breath. Stand up and watch the hurricane. You know what? The birthday, man. What you know?
So you're saying that this might take up to 3 months for the water to dry?
Man. 3 months.
So you have any plans of relocating the funeral home?
Why would I about that? All we want to do a little building.
But how'd you get to it with the water here, sir?
But when the water dry, I tell you, say the water did come already, you know. See we like this, you know. Come up, that's a feeling, you know. And it dry back down and we spend about $2,000 fix up that. And I put the cars. God do everything best. You know that? God do everything best. So that's how you take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what I say. That's what I said. But I worry so because it makes sense. You know. You know what I say? Thank God. We have life. Why there is life?
Okay.
You understand? Some people go inside we could have worse in the past, could have worse. When we could have dead gone, you know? You know believe that? If the island say walk from right through Jamaica, you have more dead people more where you can take them. See the part where you walk?
Yeah.
I look much more dead. You understand? I don't say I give God thanks, you know. Give God thanks, you know.
Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now people, remember to like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. So my viewers and my subscribers, 1 week now since Hurricane Melissa blow, and there are still dead bodies in houses in Jamaica. There are still dead bodies here lying down in communities here in Jamaica. But yet still the government of Jamaica are saying that them have a whole heap of dead body, but only 32 alone and can confirm that die from the hurricane Them have you examine the rest because they don't want you to know what's going on here in Jamaica. I am here wondering if the government of Jamaica are trying to make cholera break out in Jamaica so that he can eliminate the people of this country. Me not understand what go on, and that is why I am going to say to my people, be careful how you send out your picnic to school, because I can almost sure that cholera will come back here and break out in Jamaica. Remember, cholera was here before, and it is not hard for it to break out back here in Jamaica because there's a lot of dead animals and human being and all about here in Jamaica, all about over Jamaica, lying down, and the government are not doing anything to remove these dead bodies. You understand, people? But check this video out.
Guys, I made a post before and I didn't mean to scare anyone, but I do have to come back and give some more updates about it, guys. There's still dead bodies over Westmoreland that's trapped in houses, guys. I just seen a post of this lady. Her cousin is still inside of the house that got destroyed by Hurricane Melissa, and she's deceased. Okay, there's a lot of dead bodies over Westmoreland. So please, guys, continue to pray for your loved ones if you haven't heard from them, guys. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to sound harsh, guys, but I do have to update y'all on reality, guys. Pray, guys. The government is not stepping in fast enough, guys. We're gonna have to work together and try to, identify and, get to families, members of people abroad. Guys, please, this is a disaster. Westmoreland needs help. Everybody's talking about St. Elizabeth and everything. Yes, we know that they're...
The video that I played before I restart this video, you can hear that man inside of that video telling us that he have to be using raft to carry in bodies. Raft. The government of Jamaica are not doing as much to at least remove these people. The people them a smell in them communities. Unaliving people. People who passed away during the hurricane. But the government are not doing as much to retrieve these bodies. You have a whole heap of dead cow, goat, pig, and all of them something there that are still lying down in those communities. What are removing all of those stuff? The people them already have nowhere to sleep. Them already have no water for even wash them hand, for bathe on them something there. Now them have to live with all of this. Come on, man. We are all human beings. We are all human beings. And then hear what the Prime Minister go say. Hear the Prime Minister count and hear the Prime Minister reason for not announcing the peoples that die in Hurricane Melissa. Listen.
The accurate account of death. This is of particular concern to me because the death toll, the last figure I heard was somewhere in the region of 32. But there are deaths that have not yet been, we know of them, but we can't account as to whether or not they were directly related or indirectly related. And so they are going through that process, as well as there are deaths which we know of, but we haven't yet recovered the bodies. Yes, and people have resorted to burying. However, just to be clear, we will recover all bodies, even if we have to exhume. And we will go through a process of proper identification and, where possible, determination of death. The science is there to do it, and we will do it. We have to account for every Jamaican who lost their life, because we have to account to their families as well. And we have to get a full understanding of the impact of the disaster. I'm told that your constituency so far has the highest number of deaths as a result of the passage of the hurricane. So we have some forensic teams here, and they are already starting to do the forensic checks on the bodies that they have recovered. I want to say to Jamaicans that we should prepare our minds that the number of deaths may be more than what we are already hearing, because we can't tell you now that we'll recover everybody right away. It does take some time, especially in communities that are marooned. And it is really unfortunate, but it is just the reality of the situation when you are hit by a Category 5 hurricane.
Now, for all of the people who claim that this man care about us here in Jamaica, do you still think the Prime Minister of Jamaica care about us? If the Prime Minister can say him have you examine the bodies them first before he can confirm if they died from Melissa. How him go confirm if these people died from Melissa when the people them dead in a Melissa? Oh, how him go why him go confirm say? Why him go confirm say? Hundreds of people have died from this hurricane, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica are hiding the numbers and giving you a small count. He might give you a small count. So what happened to the hundreds of people that died from Hurricane Melissa? St. Elizabeth alone, how much 100 people dead? Westmoreland, Hanover, Montego Bay, Trelawney, St. Anne. So how the government of Jamaica still hide the numbers from us, the people of Jamaica? And then this man I go say, him care about we, the people of Jamaica. Oh, the man get the relief funds and he get too much things from overseas. And some people I get it. Some people I get it. And not everybody I get. This is a national disgrace. The people in Trelawney need help. The people in Montego Bay need help. The people in Hanover need help. The people in St. Anne need help. So why the Prime Minister won't allow those people to get help? Because so far, the only place I see him pay attention to is Black River. The parish that he wants to build is a smart city. In smart, unique city. That is the only parish where the Prime Minister pay attention to. What happened to the people over there in Clarendon? People, you wouldn't understand what go on. You wouldn't understand what's going on. This Prime Minister is a evil. But let us hear from Waiver Lines over there in Clarendon, and then we come back and hear from Nickesha, Burchell.
Yes, we're on the raft in Burchell. This is what the situation is for the citizens of Burchell, Chocolate, Anderson Town and the surrounding environment. Burchell has been marooned from Melissa's downpour over the last few days. They're still getting water, they're still getting rain, and we are here doing an inspection and assessment of the situation. Ministry of Health, you're needed. Ministry of Local Government, you're needed. We have all these people on the water, lots of mosquitoes, animals have died and they're in the water. Lots of different things that are unhealthy and can cause a breakout that we don't want. The persons are marooned, we need support for them, they need hurricane relief, they need food, they need medication, there's no electricity. They're under siege, they're under a lot of stress. So as we go through this rafting, it looks fun, but it is dangerous for the citizens. But they have no other way. This is what they have to do to move from one side of the community to the other. So I'm begging on the community to keep strong, to hold strong. You are resilient people and you will get better. And I'm calling on the authorities to come to Burchell now. Come to Anderson Town now. Come to Anian Town now. They're also under pressure. And we want you to do so that we can help our people, help our citizens. So I am appreciative of the rafters. I'm appreciative of the persons who are supporting the community. But we know that this is not the safest way and this is not the healthiest way. But they have no other way and they do have no other means. So I'm asking the community to stay strong, and I'm asking the authorities with the means and the resources to get to Bagwell now and let us see how best we can help them. Thank you very much. God bless you. And I will continue on my rafting to the other side of the community where I go and see my people and the citizens of the Bagwell and Anderson Town area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I spent the last 6 days going through the constituency of Northern Clarendon, and the housing stock have been severely affected. So I'd like to ask the Prime Minister if the allocation of $5 million to the constituency, if he believes that is sufficient. We have more than 500 homes that have been affected, more than 100 persons who are homeless and are spending time with friends or family within the constituency, and that needs to be remedied urgently. We also have a road network that was non-existent, but with the rainfall, we now have nowhere to pass in some parts of the constituency. And we have a gully network now, according to Comrade Bunting. And we want to know if, or Member Bunting, I apologize. I want to know if there will be any allocation for special treatment to the road network and infrastructure, in the immediate aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. And thirdly, we have 3 communities in Northern Clarendon that are labeled to be flood prone: Indian Town, Anderson Town, and Bagwell. And those were flooded during the hurricane, and Anderson Town and Bagwell is currently inundated. Marooned, I had to get into Bagwell by going on a raft on Saturday. I want to know more from a medical standpoint as well, what sort of health support we will put in there, given that we know that mosquito infestation will take place and all the different mosquito-borne diseases that will arrive thereafter. And my last question is, with the drains, rivers, and sinkholes that are in those 3 communities, do we believe that adequate attention and resources were provided for them so that they could have been prepared for the flooding that came? And I would like to understand, I would like to understand from the Prime Minister if we are going to be treating those 3 communities, Anderson Town, Bagwell, and Indian Town, in any special way because of the lay of the land and how they are situated. The member from South West Senton is a neighboring constituency and understands the space very well. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The member from St. James South. Go ahead, member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Prime Minister, I wonder if, given the learnings we're taking from this experience, if you have given any consideration to the fact that deep rural constituencies such as South St. James, Northwest St. Elizabeth, East Central St. James may need to have a more devolved and decentralized way of managing not only disaster and recovery, but how we treat the development of deep rural constituencies. You see, when deep rural constituencies are lumped in with other constituencies as a block and treated with a one-size-fits-all kind of recovery model, you have outlying constituencies, communities that are marooned, that are treated the same way you treat the constituencies, communities at the center of the cities. Maybe it is an uncomfortable conversation, but have you given any consideration, given it's a question, to the fact that deep rural constituencies should not be allowed to wait at the back of the line for repairs to their roads, for repairs to their community centers, while we focus on the hospitals and at the middle of the parish, for example, in St. James. Yes, the hospitals need to be repaired, but should we have to wait always at the back of the line? What if we had a central repository, a group that is designed to look about our welfare even while you're looking about the welfare of those at the center? Deep rural constituencies, I believe, may even need a special department with technocrats who understand our reality, that can think about how they serve us even while others are focused on serving the centers. My second question, Prime Minister, it relates to shelter access and supply preparedness. Are you aware, Prime Minister, that deep rural constituencies were told that we should invite our residents to go to these shelters and expect to get food after the hurricane passes? What that meant for us in our experience is that communities got marooned after the hurricane passed. And so people who were in shelters from Sunday or Monday did not get food until as late as yesterday in some cases. And that when we redesign the model of preparedness, that we may have to contemplate that we have stockpiles of resources somewhere in satellite or regional offices, because we are small island developing states. We're SIDS, and SIDS have to treat with our preparedness not as a 2-day notice or a 3-day notice, but months in advance we have to prepare, and prepare especially for deep rurals that can get marooned and cut off. My other question, Prime Minister, is about the accuracy of reports versus the reality on the ground. What you presented here today, I must tell you, painted a picture I wish was the case for us in South St. James. It sounded as if there was some military precision in how we prepared for the storm, and the hurricane rather, and how we responded to it. And I want to thank everybody who helped, the JDF, the JCF, the outsiders, whomever else. But as is the case in South St. James, and it could also be because the data gaps are so wide and so glaring, that we have not seen that kind of treatment that you laid out for us here today. So we didn't see the JDF people rappelling down from ropes and bringing food to the people in these remote communities. We did not see the JDF and the JCF and the NWA and all these agencies.
Madam Speaker, most of us appreciate English language and understand similes and metaphor, but you'll get there. No, Madam Speaker. No, Madam Speaker, Prime Minister, and thank you. I was speaking to the reports you were receiving. I'm certain you did not go there and collect that information yourself, but you're relying on those in the field to provide you with information so you can make the best decisions. And I'm saying that what was shared here today doesn't reflect the reality we had on the ground in South St. James. As someone who walked across the constituency from Wednesday until Sunday and returns there tomorrow, I speak as their mouthpiece to say to you, Prime Minister, that what you have received, consider, or will you consider, that it may be embellished and not truly reflective of what we're experiencing? That's a question. My next question is about the scale of the damage and inadequate allocations. And I want to thank you and thank your cabinet for considering that $10 million allocation to a constituency like South St. James. But when you get a chance, and I know you have a long list of places to go, Prime Minister, will you consider coming to South St. James and these constituencies on foot this time and see for yourself the scale of the damage? I know that data is not our strong point in Jamaica. We don't collect enough data to show you that 5 or 10 or whole communities have been wiped out. And the speaker, the leader of government business can tell you, because he's from Moko, that Moko don't exist anymore. The houses have been flat. I don't know where to start with $10 million. And I'm asking that you do not apply a one-size-fits-all budget or purse to constituencies that have been totally demolished by devastating Melissa. That you come in, not by yourself, but with the technocrats, with those from Mona Geologics, those who actually, not the politicians, they're just noise. I want you to consider, Prime Minister, to come in with the technocrats and see for yourself, because I don't know where to begin with $10 million. And my final question, Madam Speaker, to you, Prime Minister, is compensation and recognition for community responders. For me, I heard when you mentioned, Prime Minister, you know, about all of these agencies that went in and did all of these beautiful things in the constituencies, supported by the men and women on the ground. I wish for you to understand that from our perspective, it was the entire another way around. It's 180 degrees. It was the men and women from the constituencies who went in first, second, and third to clear the way so that they could come in. And I want you to consider, or will the Prime Minister consider, that the stimulus package that you proposed be thought out in a way that not only the big contractors who come in with their trucks and their tractors from parishes in St. Thomas and Kingston get the big bucks, but consider, Prime Minister, that these people who use them saw, them hoe, them machete to clear a path be given some of the big bucks too, and not just the crumbs after they have swallowed up the bulk of it. Thank you, Madam Speaker.